Here's a full but easy-to-read summary of The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. Overall summary: The Richest Man in Babylon is a classic personal finance book that teaches money principles through short parables set in ancient Babylon. Its main idea is simple: wealth is not created by luck, but by discipline, saving, wise investing, self-control, and learning how money works. The book's advice is built around timeless rules such as pay yourself first, live below your means, make your money grow, and protect yourself from bad investments. The core story: the book begins with two poor friends, Bansir and Kabi, who are frustrated that they work hard but never seem to get ahead. They know Arkad, the richest man in Babylon, and wonder why he became wealthy while they remained poor. They go to him for advice, and Arkad explains that becoming rich starts when a person learns to keep part of what he earns instead of spending everything. His first great lesson is that a part of all you earn is yours to keep. In modern terms, save a portion of every paycheck before paying for anything else. Arkad tells them that he was not born rich. He started as a poor scribe, but he changed his life after being advised by a wealthy moneylender, Algamish, to keep at least 1/10 of what he earned. Arkad followed the advice, but he also learned another lesson the hard way: saving alone is not enough if you then hand your money to people who do not understand investing. Over time he learned that money grows when it is invested wisely and managed carefully, and that wealth comes from habits repeated over many years, not from sudden success. The 7 Cures for a Lean Purse. The most famous section of the book is Arkad's 7 Cures for a Lean Purse. These are the practical steps he gives to ordinary people who want to build wealth. First, start thy purse to fattening, which means save at least 10% of what you earn. Second, control thy expenditures, meaning don't confuse wants with needs. Third, make thy gold multiply, meaning invest your savings so they produce more money. Fourth, guard thy treasures from loss, meaning avoid risky schemes and seek advice from experienced people. Fifth, make of thy dwelling a profitable investment, which points to owning a home and building stability. Sixth, ensure a future income, meaning plan for old age and for your family's security. Seventh, increase thy ability to earn, meaning improve your skills so your income can rise over time. These 7 cures are really the heart of the book. Clason argues that most people stay poor not because they never earn enough, but because they never build the habits that let wealth accumulate. Expenses naturally rise with income unless controlled, and people often lose money by chasing impossible returns or taking advice from those who are not qualified. The book insists that financial success is mostly about behavior, patience, restraint, consistency, and sound judgment. The 5 Laws of Gold. Another major section is the 5 Laws of Gold, which explain how money behaves. The first law says gold comes gladly to the person who saves at least 1/10 of earnings for the future. The second says gold works hard for the wise owner and multiplies when profitably employed. The third says gold stays with the cautious person who seeks guidance from those skilled in handling money. The fourth says gold slips away from those who invest in things they do not understand. The fifth says gold flees from those who chase unrealistic returns or follow tricksters and schemes. Together, these laws make the book's philosophy very clear: money rewards prudence more than excitement. Clason is strongly against gambling with savings, chasing easy money, or investing based on emotion. He teaches that wealth grows best when capital is protected first, then put to work steadily and intelligently. In other words, getting rich is less about brilliance and more about avoiding foolish mistakes. Other important parables. The later stories reinforce these ideas from different angles. In The Gold Lender of Babylon, the lesson is that lending money should be done carefully, with security and judgment, not just generosity. The wise lender asks whether the borrower can truly repay and whether the purpose is sound. The point is that helping people is good, but not when it destroys your own financial safety. In The Walls of Babylon, the message is protection. Just as Babylon needed strong walls for safety, people need financial safeguards too. This includes planning ahead, protecting assets, and not leaving oneself exposed to predictable risks. Modern readers often connect this idea to emergency funds, insurance, and conservative planning. Other stories stress debt repayment and personal determination. One of the practical ideas associated with the book is to live on 70% of income, save 10%, and use 20% to repay debts until you are free. The broader lesson is moral as well as financial. A person gains dignity and freedom by taking responsibility, honoring debts, working hard, and refusing to act helpless. The book repeatedly argues that determination and disciplined effort can reverse even a very bad financial position. The final stories, including The Camel Trader of Babylon and The Luckiest Man in Babylon, push the idea that what people call luck often comes from action. Opportunity favors those who act quickly, work diligently, and are prepared when chances appear. Clason's message is that fortune rarely rewards procrastination, it tends to reward people who are ready, skilled, and decisive. Main message of the book: the deepest message of The Richest Man in Babylon is that wealth is a system of habits. You do not become rich because you earn a lot once, you become rich because you consistently keep part of what you earn, spend wisely, invest carefully, avoid loss, and increase your capacity to earn more. The book treats money almost like a servant. Once acquired and put to work properly, it can keep producing more money for you. It also teaches that financial wisdom is universal and timeless. Even though the stories are set thousands of years ago, the problems are modern. People overspend, fall into debt, seek shortcuts, trust the wrong advisors, and postpone saving for the future. Clason's answer is always the same: learn the rules, follow them consistently, and let time do the heavy lifting. One paragraph summary: The Richest Man in Babylon says that anyone can become financially secure by saving at least a tenth of income, controlling spending, investing money wisely, protecting against losses, preparing for the future, and continually improving earning power. Through Arkad and other Babylonian characters, the book argues that wealth is created by discipline rather than luck, and that money grows for those who respect its rules and manage it patiently over time.